Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. It's been a couple of weeks, so thank you so much for stopping by. I enjoy the pleasure of your company as always. As always. Hopefully, you guys have, hopefully it's been a good couple of weeks for you. It's been... Good Lord, it has been busy. Dear God. But, you know, that's what I get for planning myself into a corner. Is what it is. No. But yes, we're going to pick up where we left off in Bastion from a couple weeks ago. We're going to go back to the, who knows where, the little side story there for some more of the kids' backstory, and so that I can actually beat it. This isn't a 100% playthrough, but, you know, I do enjoy me a bit of narrative. So, let's dive in. Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be using that.
If you're feeling low, count on the buttery flavor of our own Bastion bourbon.
So, before we pick up again with the story, let's go back into the knot pipe.
Kid takes another drag, goes out like a light. Ever tell you how the kid got himself wrapped up in this mess to begin with? The past catches up with the kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started.
Ooh.
Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure white hair like his. Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
Come on, you can do it.
School ain't working out, so the kid signs up for a turn on the rippling walls. Make his mama some money.
Jesus.
Thanks to folks like the kid, the walls kept Caelondia safe from whatever's out there. The elements, the Ura, you name it.
That'll work.
Once the kid done his time, he hurried on home. Turns out his mama's time was done too.
That one?
The city had nothing for him. The money he'd been sending home was nowhere to be found either.
Ah!
So
Oh,
what
yes,
the kid
please.
do? Why, he went right on back to the walls for another 5 years. In the history of Caelondia, nobody's ever volunteered for a second shift on the walls.
I forgot about that maneuver. Ooh, you fucker.
Out there, kid learned to fend for himself. Learn to build. Learn to break. In time, the kid earned good standing with the marshals. They trusted him to scout out farther than anybody. One night, on one of his expeditions, the ground beneath him shuddered, cracked, and split apart. He saw nothing.
Beautiful.
Where the world used to be. The Calamity happened just like that.
Beautiful. Ooh. Fucker.
All the kid had to work with was his hammer and the clothes on his back.
Okay. Make my life
Through
easier.
twisted streets, he ran with nothing but the city crest and an old stranger's voice to guide him.
Still up? Alright. Yeesh.
Well, he finally arrived at Caelondia's vaunted safe haven. He and no one else.
Oh, I still got it. Alright. Go down. Down? Hey.
But then, all he got was more thankless work from a man who ain't even asked his name.
Ah! Shit.
Sure, I may be the one who dreamt up the walls and the Bastion, but the kid made them real, not me. I'd like to say I'll never forget him, or what he's doing, what he's done. I surely would.
And that's that. Third time was the charm, apparently. Alright, now we can progress with the story.
The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity. Zolf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
I just noticed that my webcam isn't on. That's interesting. Why aren't you? Good question. So let's take a quick check here. I didn't change my stream settings at all. Do. Well, let's see. Voice is fine. Huh. That is so weird. Is it plugged in? It is. It's plugged in. Weird. All right, well, let's deactivate and reactivate it. That's very odd. Oh. Let me just do a little quick troubleshooting here. Hmm. Nope, not what I was looking for. All right. Hold on. Oh, now it's not even giving me the option. Okay. That's weird. Not even registering my webcam anymore. That is weird. Heh. All right. Well, we're just going to remove that and add it. Don't know why OBS has suddenly decided, nope, you cannot have webcam. That is very weird. Okay. Well, let's do this. Hmm. There we go. I don't know why OBS pitched a fit over that. So let's just beep. Thank you to the people who are watching and did not tell me, "Hey, your webcam's not showing up." Thanks, everyone. All right, let's try this again. I guess OBS just decided, "Fuck you," I suppose. All right. Could hit the pipe.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the Marshals kept a wary eye on him. Third time's a charm, right? Wrong.
All right.
The past. Only good thing ever come out of the past is history. Catches up with a kid. Hardly had a moment's rest since all this started. Fair to say he's led a hard life. Supposing what he says in his sleep ain't no lie. He never knew his old man, but he had his mama to take care of. Frail thing with pure
Okay, we've
white
already
hair
repeated
like
the.
his.
Okay. All right.
Having his mama's hair did the kid no favors while he was growing up, but he learned to hold his own out there.
Okay, back to the Bastion. Same story. Okay.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade.
Okay. Resuming the story.
Soul's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this. The memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more. Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
Okay. That's the proving ground. Another proving ground. Hey! Good evening! Good evening, my dear, and thank you for the 100 biddies. That's worth going into the book for. That is my book o' kindness. That is not the book I'm looking for. There's the book I'm looking for. How are you doing, my friend? Right. Today is that is going to heart rate 100 bits. Excellent. I'm doing pretty good. Just playing a game I haven't played in a decade. Alright, let's do some more story here.
That's the Langston River. Used to cut all the way to the wild. Think it was bad then. The Langston River flowed free and wild till the Calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off.
Beautiful. Give me the precious biddies.
Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat.
Beautiful. All right. Moving on.
Weeping Nellie. She'll send some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns.
Beautiful.
Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. I
said no.
Well, Weepin' Nelly tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors.
Then let's do the thing. Oh, hello. You're gonna give me a health potion? Fine, fine. I do enjoy me some free health. I
She
see.
picked a good spot for a break. Just the cord right there.
No. All right. There. And there's the cord.
Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. Peckers.
Oh, don't say peckers.
They had their own eye on the core. Why? Well, kid ain't got time to think it over just yet.
Don't say peckers. This is a family-friendly game.
Go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough.
Got some friendly,
She's gonna need a little help with all
right,
them
lurk
peckers.
away.
Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. The rest of us only wish we could fly down like these.
Did you order original recipe or extra crispy? Come on. What do I pay you for?
Keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. The windbag's getting even better out here. They aim to smash with their Nelly splinters.
Oh. I fall? Yes, I did. I fell on.
It all proves too much for poor Nelly. She's just got to make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country.
Oh, don't say pecker. Again, family games.
Calamity ain't hurt the Peckers' appetites. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Keep shoes them off, knowing they'll be back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the barge back there? 3 times.
Odysseus. Give me that old time religion.
Now, listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. The city was the most beautiful place in the world. We all knew that.
Nope, no I can't. Okay.
But on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they can't. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There, the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
Hey. Deceitful jerk. Out of here. Oh. That way yet.
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right? Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides, it's like the song goes.
But now you got nowhere to run. So build that wall and
They'll be here before too long.
Right.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find.
First things first.
Most of the Ura never got a taste of Caelondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in the city like Zia here. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view. Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, and she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Okay.
A scientific journal written in Zolf's native tongue. He learned so much from it. Too much. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away.
What did we do? Quickly strike 15 foes. Oh, okay.
The Gravers, the arm of justice, they seemed unstoppable.
Okay. We're in.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
Available.
Behold, the Pantheon.
Foes shall have vengeance in the throes of warfare. All there is here.
We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
Wild outskirts. Okay.
That's the edge of the wilds, where Jawson and his boys disappeared. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight? Having two. Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns. Pincushions ain't the worst of it either. Checkers got the core, like they built a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight.
So we press on.
Wallflowers survived the calamity. Toughened them up. Same goes for the kid. Good thing pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. Best take it real slow when pin cushions are afoot. Slinger Jawson's old outpost is all that's left of him. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. Wow, gives a wallflower a taste of its own medicine. Jawson's boys left all kinds of stuff out here. Kids roused up half the
Hey! Low base! Welcome on in! Oh, that's gonna put you in the book as well. We got a raid. Good evening, everyone. Long time no see. Then again, I haven't done any photography streams in a good long while because I've been... Life has happened. Tons of life has happened. But welcome! Welcome on in. I am playing a game by Supergiant Games. It was their very first game, released over a decade. But yes, welcome on in. I am Eroivis. I do play video games. I also do the occasional photography stream. Thank you for the raid. Sir, how have you been? How have you been? Again, long time no see. Yeah, life, that's... Oh yeah, such a great game. Snow Shepherd. Yes, this is bad. Yeah. Life has been insanely busy, especially this month with all of the Pride festivals and whatnot.
Then kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. Lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and he only make him mad. The Calamity must have scrambled their eggs. The Wild's already reclaimed this place.
Ooh. Upgrade material for a certain weapon. Snow Shepherd has a good game that she's been developing. Ooh, what game?
By now, kids got more needles in them than stab wounds. Wild green vine apples, not the only good thing out here. Hardly any signs of the old Jocelyn camp.
All right, anything else out here before we can go? Oh, hold on. There's something else. We got upgrade materials. Arconian, am I pronouncing that correctly, or is it Archonian? Also, my apologies for the forced capitalism that is about to come your way. Thank you, Twitch. Ah!
He's anxious to get back. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right?
Arconian. Okay.
Well, no, it ain't.
What's it about?
Not by a long shot.
I'm just curious.
Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The Calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
Nice. All right.
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just snapped. Started smashing up the monument till I tried to stop him. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
Right. Let's do the thing. But first, before we do the thing, we got some upgrades for the pistols. Alright, oversized men spend reload. Minimize damage.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. He's made a right comfortable bed for all those bullets.
Beautiful. I haven't leveled up yet, so we cannot add another drink to the mix. Well, Zolf beat up our Bastion, so now we gotta fix it up again.
The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
So this is a casual playthrough. This is not a 100% playthrough. I'm not going to do all of it. Spent more money than was proven between Prime Day and the Steam Summer Sale. Well, half that problem for me is it doesn't exist. I don't have Amazon Prime, so that takes care of the first part. And if I'm gonna buy any games on the Steam Summer Sale, I have to wait until payday. So
The less said about Drawson Bog, the better. That place will eat your mind.
Oh, no, the Jocelyn bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh, oh, no, the Jocelyn bog, the bog down in the valley. Oh. Sorry, I just went to our local Renaissance fair, so I have Ren Fair music stuck in my head. Apologies.
After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jocelyn Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back.
So, I by the time I finally saved up enough money to buy a Steam Deck, they went out of stock. And then when they came back in stock a few weeks ago, the price jumped $400. So I ain't buying a Steam Deck for the foreseeable future. Nor any new technology
Well, I let
for that
him go.
matter.
What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
Oh, Stream Deck. Okay. That is a much cheaper purchase.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Can't go for any further that way. Okay.
Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone.
Is this another? Oh, back to the
Might be
bluff.
gone for good for all I know.
Back in the bluff.
Wherever he is. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go. The dead welcome him with open arms.
Get some wine.
Kid pops him good. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf, pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators.
Ooh, level up. Ah. Yo. Those of you just joining me, thank you so much for spending some of your Thursday evening with me. I very much enjoy the pleasure of your company. Again, thank you for the raid, low base guy.
Now the Bastion can send them even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Caelondia's famous watering holes.
Oh, shit.
Security's just
Nice. Nice. I mean, that's the fun of having an omniscient narrator, seemingly.
Kid succeeds where the Calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Ronnie the bartender? Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend, he's come undone too. He sees what's left undone.
Well, shit.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to. The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to find a ticket out of this hole. Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels.
Ah, yes, wine and Cheez-Its. Because,
Ever heard
yes.
of the lung blossom?
Oh, Jesus.
It's bigger than the stories say.
Oh!
Breath on that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak.
Boy, freaking bang. Alright. Oh, no, you don't. My wife's face looks like a pincushion.
They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind. Well, a kid prunes it down to size somehow.
Let's store some stuff. Before I proceed further. Get some replenishment. Unfortunately, I can't get that.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to speak of it.
I've never played Dead Island 2. Or Dead Island 1, for that
A
matter.
shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place.
Ooh. Before I do that. That's right, we leveled up. Critical hit chance, plus 1 chance to carry on if defeated. Damage surrounding, okay. Wear whiskey. And Cinderbrick Stout. So let's add the Hearty Punch.
Hearty punch is so zesty, it'll let you carry on through the worst of times. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
Okay, so. I was looking for scrap pistol skill. First round's guide time fetch quest. First person present omniscient. In other words, pretentious. Oh, we've got so much I can blow shit on.
Finders keepers.
Automatically retaliate when injured. Nice. Go. All right, let's level up some shit. Well, before we can level up some shit, I need cash. I just blew a whole wad of it.
I tried to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, all right. Except no one else showed up. He ain't all that shy.
Give the squirt some. All right, well, let's press on. So yeah, so what I've been doing, low base, when I've been playing doing video game streams, since I spent so much time last year playing Final Fantasy VIII and Chrono Trigger on stream, I've been doing just a straight streak of just short games. So after this game, after I finish playing through this game, I'm going to be doing the second game that Supergiant did. I'm going to be doing Transistor.
The city tried to use the shards to stake out the wilds. So much for that plan. Rothus Lagoon. Even the brushers stopped going there. Didn't like being eaten. Ankle gators used to roam the wilds, and they nested at Rothus Lagoon.
So, Snow Shepherd.
The tale folks used to scare their children straight originated here.
So Snow Shepherd, have you ever been to, I don't know obviously where you live, but have you ever been to like any of the PAX conventions, like PAX East or PAX West, or used to be called PAX Prime back in the day?
All kinds of beasts we don't know up from down, still lurking about.
Okay. I was just curious because, you mentioned that you knew someone who worked on the Supergiant's games, and back when Supergiant was still small and starting out, they used to have booths. They used to have a booth at PAX East. So I got to meet the voice actor for this game. I got to meet Logan Cunningham. I also got to meet the composer, Darren Korb.
Only the city's brushers knew their way around the lagoon. They moved quick and quiet.
And those were a lot of fun.
They don't like company. Even the brushers learned to fear this place. They used to think that ankle gators were extinct. Well, they ain't. One of them's been living in the tall grass. They called her Queen Anne. Turns out Queen Anne got a hold of a shard. Ankle gators love shiny things. The lagoon's got plenty of other dangers, of course.
Voice acting work. Ah, okay.
Know what smells worse than an ankle gator's breath? The stinkweed.
Like voice acting work for video games or just shows,
Can't fight
TV,
Queen Anne
whatever.
without the proper tools. The brushers use their pikes to keep their distance around here. Now the kid can do the same. Sharp sticks make Queen Anne nervous, so she backs off a bit. The kid's got a means blowing on. Queen Anne can't fit down some of these narrow paths.
Nice. That sounds fun. That sounds like fun. Hopefully it was.
Queenie leads the kid into some kind of twisted trap. One bad step in that tall grass and he's Queen Anne's lunch. He holds his ground. Seems the Queen's running out of options.
Nice. Oh, that sounds.
Still no sign of the shard.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. I do not like sneaky. I do like my trip mine.
The closer you get to an ankle gator's lair, the thicker the tall grass grows. Kid's gotta make a run for it. That old gator's right on his tail.
Beautiful.
Queenie must have scared a bunch of peckers out of hiding.
Oh, don't say peckers. Family show.
Seems even stinkweeds know to stay away from the Queen.
Ooh, we got a something pointy.
Ankle gators don't much care for their young. That's why there ain't many around. Wanna know how to find an ankle gator lair? They use a kid as bait. Now she's coming for him. She's got nowhere else to go. The shard's sitting in plain view. He's got it, and now to finish her off.
Come on.
She's starting to get annoyed.
Well, so am I.
And now he's made her mad. Rest in peace, Queen Anne. That was for the brushers.
Seriously. I mean, don't feel bad. If it's any consolation, I'm 40. Alright, time to exeunt. Exit pursued by a bear.
Kid's done what needed to be done.
Comparison is the thief
Queen
of
Anne's
joy.
reign
I've never
is
heard that.
over. We even got a crown jewel. That Gator's a crazy gal. But so's the gal who promised to look after her.
Oh. All right. Well, first,
They said Queen Anne was just a folktale. Now there's living proof she ain't.
I have a friend. I still like my war machete.
Want to stay alive in the wilds. Pack a pair of pistols and a good blade.
All right. But I need more cash. Because I've spent a bunch of it. Cleaning up some of your pixel art right now for a game before you get to the final release. Trying to find someone to approach for you. Well, I wish you luck. No, I need some more monies.
All that trouble for a single shard. But you know what? It was worth it. The arsenal's complete, in case we need protection.
Trapper snare. Okay. Have that. All right. We press on.
The next shard should be farther out there in the wilds.
Point Lemaine.
Point Lemaine's Grand Rail once brought the riches of the wild right to our doorstep.
Let's do the thing.
Know how Caelondia became the richest city in the world? 2 words. Point Lemaine. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here. But now, The greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show. The Army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Ooh, new weapon.
Kid might as well pick up where they left off. Blam! Just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check.
I got greedy.
Point Lemaine seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The Grand Rail of Point Lemaine. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and spices, but it can give the kid a lift. Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand Rail's all grown over with things that Calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
Hi.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
There you go. Get the hell out of here.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail, but with wallflowers and coughing fungus everywhere.
Again.
The place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple. Of course, the Grand Rail's seen much more fighting in bygone times. Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Caelondian War.
Kill. So far, so good. We'll keep it as is. Other than I just got a 1-cent dividend from the stock. Oh, you got a whole penny.
was
No.
right here that Zolf's forefathers decided to mix it up.
No. No, save that penny, Lobisca. You can use that for college.
Okay, so maybe we didn't get their sign-off on the whole Grand Rail thing. That was bad. The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swampweed central. Have you tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? And while shooting a genuine registered armored carbine? While choking on swampweed? While peckers trying to prick you in the eye? Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Ah, yes, I will absolutely put that towards my next Lamborghini. Absolutely. Without a question in my mind.
But then, at last, it's the end of the line. He'll be picking swampweed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station, waiting for him. Not just another wallflower or pincushion like that.
Yeah, we have another boss coming up.
At first, he thinks it's Zolf.
Or not.
Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham. When the kid comes to, the man's long gone, but something else is there. The only words kid recognizes on that parchment are for Zia. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note. That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it?
Alright, back to the Bastion.
Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the Calamity and our people. I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zolf. Zolf's messenger was one of his people. Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him.
Still like my pistols. Oh, we still have a thing.
It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place.
Let's go to the store.
We need an awful big lost and found under the circumstances.
Ooh! Ho, ho, ho. All right. Gain some. Ooh. Damage resist. Oh, there's so many tasty things. But I need more money. I need more cash.
It arrives just in time to sample Zia's famous cooking. He wolfs down too much too fast, and it all goes to his head.
Ah, we're going back to who knows where. Psychedelic dinner,
Said a lot
apparently.
about the kid, but he ain't the only one wrapped up in all this. What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Caelondia. Folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals.
18 rounds remain.
Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. Mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him.
Alright, I'm gonna let you all beat the crap out of each other.
Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the mancers. It's for your own good, he said.
Right?
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs. At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city.
Nope, there's more.
One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him.
Oh, really? Really? We're just gonna add a boss. Just for funsies.
Take him to a family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Jesus.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals.
I dig my hole, you build a wall.
One day that
is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill.
Come on.
They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal.
God, two of you.
Someday those gonna spill. So big that won't build it strong, 'cause we'll be there for too long. Gonna build that wall up to the sky. Build that wall up to the sky. Someday your bird is gonna fly. Build that wall until it's done.
Her plan almost succeeded, but the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls.
But now you got to get so big that won't build it strong.
The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tazzle terminals.
I dig my hole, you build a wall.
She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free.
One day that wall is gonna fall. Gonna build that city on a hill. Gonna build that city on a hill. Someday those tears are gonna spill.
Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, that takes care of you. Okay. On.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand.
Fighting 3 of me. All right, cool.
day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the Calamity all around her.
And there we are. That is you got the backstory there of how the Calamity
When the
began.
kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
Right.
We ain't much for pleasantries.
All right. With that bit of narrative done, we move on.
The shards are getting harder to find.
Colford Cauldron.
No risk of Culford Cauldron ever erupting again, they used to say. Guess they were wrong. Not everything blew up in the Calamity. Why Culford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt. So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
You just stay right.
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron.
Ooh, fire
That learning
bellows.
led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Burn everything. Ah!
Can't fault our people for their natural curiosity now, can you?
Valve can't reach it from that.
Playing with the cauldron's fires became an addiction. Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing.
Will you fucking get out of here?
Release the air so hot it sticks to your lungs. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Here we go. Desperately need that.
All sorts of awful things crawling underneath. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash.
Yep, we found a pecker nest. And health tonic.
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway. The more ash we swept aside, the more life we found. Place as inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. After all, when we looked down inside Colford Cauldron, looked down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the Calamity.
Here we are.
We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog.
Well, you know,
Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
damn it. We're gonna make this as thrilling as possible here.
Biggest stink eyes ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare.
Sure.
Where there's one stink eye, there's always more.
Just gonna take the free experience points.
The cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. The kid don't shed any tears for him, though. Best to keep out of the cauldron.
Thanks. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city.
I do love you, Rux, but sometimes, just sometimes.
But all the fires died out. There's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney.
Thanks.
We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight.
Oh, friendly burb.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
Oop. Yeah, you know what? I do enjoy the fire bellows, but I do like melee weapon. Do.
The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again.
Before we make that decision.
The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes.
All right. Let's liven up the boozery.
Just the occasion to crack open the distillery's private reserve.
Not at level 5 yet.
Better watch your fingers around that little guy.
All right. Well, press on.
Spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan.
And
Not much left of Mount Zan nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break. Can't rightly call Mount Zan the mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot. Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find.
I'll take that.
We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard.
I see a thing.
Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers. Creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own.
Will you stop it? Maybe I should have looked back to my... Yeah, I should have switched back to my fire bellows.
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
Can open it? Yes, I can.
It's a delicate situation.
Yo.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves.
Nice. Okay. The first are good. That did a whole lot of nothing.
Takes a lot of convincing, and our mortars have to do the talking. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's gain, not just ours.
Wait. Like,
Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts been hard at work fixing up the place.
ah, okay.
They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have.
Level up. We're at level 5. And I suspect we're
We
about
just
to...
really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square.
Okay. All right.
That's the way.
Excellent. I put some wood right in my way. All right.
He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. Fixed that thing right up, didn't we? Made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective.
All right. We leveled up, so we're gonna get another drinky drink. Where we falling will reduce damage from falling. 200% damage by falling on foes. I'm leaning. Maybe not.
A sip of lunkhead liqueur will toughen you up. Too bad it's like drinking a saddlebag. The monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. Walk by a kid with a machete and a mortar. You just keep on walking.
I like the mortar.
The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over. The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that.
All right.
I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
All right. Well, we've got a bunch of cash now, so let's liven up some stuff.
stones just don't get any sharper than that. That mortar's gonna leave a lasting impression.
Okay, we don't have
That ought to give those dueling pistols a little extra kick.
okay, that's the pike. Carbine, that fire bellows. Okay, we cannot upgrade that. Can upgrade the war machete some more though.
The solid frame can put an extra sting in every slice.
There's the scrap musket. Not really. Brusher's pike.
To fix a brusher's pike, you just need a good length of knife bark. Don't want that thing leaving your hands until you decide it's time. At least it won't get cold around here with that thing around.
Now let's see what's going on over here. Pike, carbine for the pistols. Repeater, yep. Good for the moment. Oh. See if I actually finish this in the next 45 minutes or so.
Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right? The secret to how we built Caelondia so tall and proud lies in Burstone Quarry. Imagine everything you need to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes a Burstone Quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the Calamity. Same goes for its natives, rattletails. Why would the Ura put up with those pests? Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit. The
Friendly.
quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nested in those rocks. But there was even more to it than that. The quarry ain't exactly up to safety standards no more.
Cannot go further that away. Fine.
Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in.
Oh, you killed my friendly wingbat. Beep, beep.
No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Even stink eyes started taking root in here.
Yeah, I know you are highly resistant to damage, but not immune.
Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? It might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news. The Ura always were a superstitious lot.
Right?
On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. Might be the quarry just got too much sunshine for their liking.
Take more of that away? No. Okay.
In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen. The largest ones, you know as cores. The smaller ones, we call them shards. The shards got a fraction of the core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky.
Oh,
Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than the rocks in Bastion quarry is Sir Lunky's head. This big fat rope's plenty tough too. But so was a kid. We never could get stubborn old Lunky to leave the quarry alone. Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. "Are you all right?" it says.
All right. Grab stuff.
"It's him. I've come to warn you," he says. "The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back." Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. "If that's the way it is," he says, "then I won't stop you." Because my countrymen will.
Dun dun dun.
Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word.
Oh, jeez.
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl. Unfortunately, they broke in, and they started digging their hole. Something wrong sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away this place. We tried to stop it, but we needed help. Our baby pecker, he don't make it. Our little squirt, he don't make it. Somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing.
No, I
Problem
lost
is,
my squirt and
it
my
didn't
bird.
matter. Zulf's plan worked.
No.
We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back for the Calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zulf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. The Mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild.
Yes.
Now all we need is one last shard.
Alright, let's see if we can upgrade some more.
That's the way to make every shot count. Even the army never issued carbines in such fine shape. Now he can shoot that fang repeater all day long. His bow's looking lean and mean like a prize fighter. Ain't never letting go of his old friend with a sturdy grip like that. You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
Oop, we completed some more.
The city, its riches, nothing but fragments now. The inspiration, a forge can fashion anything.
And we just got a bunch of money back, so let's...
To master the musket, you gotta get rid of the recoil.
Right. Okay.
It wasn't fixed, it was unbroken.
See if we can upgrade some more. Bullets cripple foes.
You never guess those things been to the wilds and back.
You.
Taught him an old trick from a galleon gunner I once knew.
All right. Let's press on.
The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way.
Shard detected.
Urzendra Gate used to lead down to the terminals. Now it leads up to the stars. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is. A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zulf said the Calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand as living proof of that. Calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. We wanted to rule it out. We put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me. We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. Most of our efforts didn't bear fruit. Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people.
Three.
It came from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals would be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort. But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancer's little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard. It's too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. kid had little choice but to pick up where the Calamity left off. First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. See ya. The Ura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already. We talk a little here and there.
Right.
It's no longer a weapon, it's a precision instrument.
Well, we press on.
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard. Zoltan's Hollow is the Ura's border blockade. At least it used to be. Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. He is straight down to business. They never saw him coming. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. It's a little something I've been fixing up in my spare time. The Ura found a way to keep the Calamity from spreading through Zoltan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the Calamity rocks slink back into the ground.
Okay, don't stand too close when the thing goes wrong.
Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now. Those rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion.
Yeah, okay, we'll keep it as is.
They even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road.
reach level 6 before the end of the game. That is a possible.
Kids picking the whole place apart, piece by piece.
Sing on.
Kid returns their greeting tenfold. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. They're easy targets. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. Those Calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside.
I need to not stand so close to that. Yay, more shards! More free shards.
The Ura keep hanging on to the barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it.
Enough.
Did the Ura Ura really think we just turn around and walk away? Shame the opportunity for civilized discourse is over. Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew. Zolf, the Ura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. As the hour grows desperate, the Ura bring out their big guns. But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. Too bad for them, our guns are bigger still. There's nothing standing in his way no more. He sees the Tassel terminals loom large on the horizon.
Are you kidding? Fine, gotta do this the old-fashioned way.
Way out there on the edge of the world, that's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember?
Yes, but you see.
If there's anything that blade can't split open, a cannon ought to do it.
Okay.
First step to learning the Calamity cannon is knowing about the machinery overrides.
Oh, did I do a thing?
The country, she's all to pieces now, but still looking good.
Ah, the 2000. Beautiful. All right.
Now, who would have?
We are going to finish this tonight because I'm pretty close to the end of the game.
Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over.
Dazzle terminals. Those are all proving grounds.
The Tazzle terminals. All that's left of the Ur civilization. And the last stop on his little journey.
Yep, so we've reached the point of no return. So, let's actually finish out. Actually, I think I'm good. Go. We have reached again the point of no return, so we're going to wrap this up.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be alright. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The Calamity hit the Tazzle terminals hardest of all. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the Calamity. Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. You know what's funny? Well, all of us are waiting for a kid. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right? But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. There's something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planet here will go away. Caelondia will be whole again. Everyone will be all right. Everything will be back to normal. What happens to Zulf will no longer matter. Problem is, we'll all be gone. Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the Calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right? Be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way. Setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Well,
Nice.
I guess there's nothing more to say.
Elise.
Who am I kidding? Look, there's something else. A confession. so much about the Bastion? Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the Calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
Come on.
The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Right.
The weight of the Calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Now we have a battering ram.
Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here. Of course, that would mean no going back. Ever. But then again, that way all of us could leave the city. Together. You know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to a lasting peace between the Ura and Caelondia. He can't have imagine the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency, though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. One thing's for sure. The Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home.
Yeah, nope. All right, we get to make a decision. We get to abandon Zolf, or we abandon the battering ram and pick up Zolf's body. If Zolf is badly injured, it appears his countrymen turned on him as their situation grew desperate. He nearly destroyed the Bastion, and yet, or Zolf's situation is hopeless and a distraction. His plan to avenge the Aura only brought more suffering. All that matters is the safe return of the Shard. So every time so this is the third playthrough. I have taken Zolf every single time. And I'm going to do it again.
I can see it now. The kid in one corner, then Zolf in the other. Ain't much of a fight. Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you?
I set my sail, fly, the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home. Lie on my back, clouds are making way for
Don't know if
me.
I will have. Don't know if I actually have enough to.
I'm coming home, sweet home. I see your star, you left it burning for me. Mother, I'm here. Eyes open
Kid's probably dealt with Zolf by now.
Feel your heart and it's glowing.
It reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I say get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions. Hey, kid. You can undo the Calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
Zia.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the Calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. Any moment I'd want to live again happened after the Calamity, not before.
Okay, so now we have a decision to make. This will determine the ending of the game. I can choose to basically undo the Calamity and go back to how everything used to be pre-Calamity, or we can leave. We can leave this all behind and go wherever the wind will take us. The previous two times I have played this game, I have always left. But for this third playthrough, I think I'm going to stay. Undo the Calamity. So I can restore, or I can evacuate. Previous two times I've played this game, I've done the evacuate. So this time I am going to restore.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see you in the next one. Caelondia, we're coming home.
I set my sail, fly the wind it will take me back to my home, sweet home.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Bastion. That is it. This was Supergiant's first game. I'm here. I love this game. I love this game a lot. If you've never seen this game, what'd you think? You're watching this on YouTube? Let me know what you think. The next game that I play will be Supergiant Games' second game, will be Transistor. And that is going to actually be next Friday. Because I will be done with the craziness that is June. And we'll be starting to go back to regular schedule, going back to Fridays. So I'll begin Transistor. Hey, good evening, Lazarus Bear. It is such a great game, and, 3.5 hours here, so, and I did a casual playthrough, so it took me almost 6 hours. If you wanted to do all the proving grounds and do everything to get everything in the memorial and all of the idols and whatnot, obviously it'll take you longer, but yes, Transistor is next. That'll be again a week from tomorrow. I just, getting all nostalgic here, it just, my very first PAX East in 2011, I just remember Supergiant's booth. They were this tiny little indie dev, small team. As I said earlier tonight, the guy who was the voice actor, the narrator, I've met him. I've met the composer. They haven't been at PAX for a while. Definitely, they were there for Bastion and Transistor, and then Pyre, which is their third game. But then Hades was their most ambitious game to date, only followed by Hades 2. They haven't been back since. They've been otherwise busy. So I'm hoping to see them again at a future PAX. I'd love to give them some more love. yeah, Lazarus, I mean, again, short game. And I think, I mean, the Steam Summer Sale is going on now. It might be quite cheap. If you haven't already purchased it. Yeah, 2011. And I don't remember if there was anything post credits. It's been a decade since I last touched this game. Yeah, no, that's it. So that is Bastion, everyone. And yeah, I hope you absolutely enjoyed. Thank you. 3 and 4. Yeah, for two games that have been out for over a decade at this point, well over a decade. Yeah, get them. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. We went a little long on a work night, but hey, if I had stopped when I would normally stop, you'd only have about half an hour of the game left. So no. So, thank you all for spending some of your Thursday evening with me. I very, very, very much enjoy the pleasure of your company as always. So I will see you, not tomorrow, but 1 week from tomorrow, 8 days from now, and we're going to start Supergiant's second game, Transistor. It's similar in length. It's maybe a little bit longer, but very, very good. Emotional tonal whiplash. So I'm looking forward to getting back into that. So, all right, my friends, until I see you all again, stay healthy, stay safe. Love you guys. Good night, and joy be with you all, everyone. Until I see you again, see you next time. Be well, and get some sleep. I know I'm about to. Bye-bye.